Everyday English listening. Let's listen to English every day because it helps us improve our listening skills, understand pronunciation better, learn new vocabulary, and become more confident in real conversations. Keep practicing. What it means to love. Someone love is one of the most powerful and beautiful emotions a person can experience. It comes in many forms: romantic love, love between family members, love for friends, and even love for oneself. But when we talk about loving someone, especially in a deep, emotional, and personal way, we refer to something that goes beyond simple affection. To truly love someone means to care for them deeply, to want the best for them, and to be willing to support them through both good times and bad. Love is more than a feeling. Many people think love is only a feeling. Butterflies in your stomach, a racing heart, or the excitement of seeing someone special. While these feelings are part of love, they are not the whole picture. True love is not just something you feel, it's something you do. It shows in your actions, in the way you listen, in how you care for someone when they're sad, and in how you stand by them even when things are difficult. To love someone means choosing them over and over again, even when life is not easy. It means accepting their flaws and imperfections and loving them not despite those flaws, but sometimes even because of them. Love means understanding. One of the most important parts of love is understanding. When you love someone, you try to understand how they think and feel. You listen to them when they talk about their dreams, worries, or fears. You pay attention to their needs, their moods, and their habits. You try to see the world through their eyes. Understanding someone doesn't mean you will always agree with them, but it means you're willing to be patient and kind even when you have different opinions. You make an effort to learn about who they really are, their history, their culture, their values. This helps love grow stronger over time. Love is respect and trust. Respect is a key part of loving someone. When you love someone, you respect their opinions, their space, and their choices. You don't try to control them or change them into someone else. Instead, you encourage them to be the best version of themselves. Trust also plays a big role. Love cannot survive without trust. If you constantly doubt someone or feel the need to check on them all the time, that's not love, that's fear. Trust means you believe in someone's words and actions. You feel safe and secure with them, and they feel the same with you. Love is giving and receiving. Loving someone means giving your time, your energy, your support, and your heart. But it also means being open to receiving love in return. Sometimes people give too much and forget that love should be balanced. You should feel appreciated and valued just as much as you make your loved one feel. Love is not a transaction where you expect something in return every time you give. But at the same time, a healthy relationship has mutual care and effort. You both invest in each other and grow together. Love is growing together. When you love someone, you grow with them. You both learn from each other. Maybe you pick up new habits, travel together, try new hobbies, or build dreams together. Love should not hold you back. It should help you become better. Sometimes people change over time, and that's normal. When you love someone, you accept that change is part of life, and you support each other through it. You encourage each other to reach your goals and become happier, healthier people. Love is forgiveness. No one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, says the wrong thing, or does something hurtful sometimes. When you love someone, you forgive them. That doesn't mean you ignore serious problems or stay in a toxic relationship, but it does mean you're willing to let go of small mistakes, talk things through, and move forward with love and understanding. Forgiveness helps love last longer. It keeps your heart open instead of full of anger or resentment. Love is kindness. Loving someone means being kind. You speak gently to them. You show them they matter. You do small things to make their day better. A smile, a message, a hug, a kind word. Love is in the little moments, not just the big ones. Being kind even when you're tired, upset, or stressed shows how deep your love is. Kindness keeps the relationship strong and warm. Love is choosing them every day. Love is not just something that happens once and stays forever without effort. You have to choose love every day. You choose to be patient, to be loyal, to stay honest, and to be present. You choose to work through problems instead of running away. You choose to keep learning about each other and building a life together. This daily choice makes love grow stronger and more meaningful over time. Love requires patience. When we love someone, we must be patient with their growth, with their mistakes, and with the time it takes for the relationship to develop. No one is perfect, and no one becomes their best self overnight. Patience means giving someone the time and space to grow into the person they are meant to be. Sometimes they may not say or do the right things. They may forget something important or take too long to understand how you feel. But love waits. Love gives room for learning and improvement, not just in them, but in ourselves too. Patience also means staying calm when things don't go the way we expect. Maybe plans fall apart or communication becomes difficult. In those moments, patience allows us to breathe, listen, and solve problems without anger. A patient heart makes love last longer. Love means accepting differences. No two people are exactly the same. We all come from different backgrounds, families, and life experiences. Loving someone means accepting their differences, their beliefs, their opinions, their ways of thinking, and sometimes their habits that may not match yours. True love does not try to change someone into a copy of ourselves. Instead, it celebrates the uniqueness that each person brings into the relationship. You might love someone who sees the world differently from you. Maybe they are quiet and you are loud. Maybe they love staying home and you enjoy going out. These differences are not problems if there is mutual respect. They can even make the relationship richer and more interesting. When two people with different strengths come together, they can help each other grow in beautiful ways. Love requires communication. Communication is the heartbeat of a loving relationship. You cannot love someone well if you do not talk to them, listen to them, and express your feelings honestly. Sometimes, people believe that if someone loves them, that person should just know what they need or how they feel. But love doesn't work that way. We must speak clearly and kindly. We must learn to say, "I'm hurt, I need you," or "I'm sorry." And just as importantly, we must listen when our loved one speaks. Good communication builds trust. It helps avoid misunderstandings. It also creates a safe space where both people feel heard, understood, and supported. A relationship with strong, honest communication becomes a foundation for long-lasting love. Love grows over time. In the beginning, love may feel like magic, exciting, new, and full of emotion. But as time passes, that love deepens and changes. It becomes less about excitement and more about connection. It turns into comfort, security, and a sense of peace. This growth doesn't mean love becomes boring. In fact, it becomes more meaningful because it is built on shared memories, life experiences, and trust. Love that grows with time is built on purpose. You create a life together, maybe a home, a family, a journey. You become a team. You celebrate achievements together and you support each other during challenges. Every year you stay together, you understand each other more deeply. That's the kind of love that lasts a lifetime. Love is sometimes letting go. This may sound painful, but it's true. Sometimes, loving someone means letting them go. Not all love stories last forever. Maybe the timing is wrong, or the paths of two people move in different directions. If a relationship becomes unhealthy, or one person is no longer happy, love does not mean forcing someone to stay. It means wishing them well, even from afar. Letting go doesn't mean the love wasn't real. It simply means you care about someone enough to want them to be free and happy, even if it's without you. This is one of the hardest but most powerful forms of love. The love that asks nothing in return. Love brings joy and peace. One of the best things about loving someone is the joy it brings. It's the small moments, laughing together over a shared joke, holding hands while walking, cooking a meal together, or just sitting in silence feeling safe and warm. Love makes life brighter. A loving relationship gives peace to your heart. When you love someone and they love you back, you feel secure. You know someone is there for you, someone who truly cares. That feeling of belonging and connection is one of the most comforting things in the world. You feel calm, strong, and full of hope. Love encourages and uplifts. When you love someone, you want to see them succeed. You cheer them on when they chase their dreams. You believe in them when they doubt themselves. You celebrate their victories, no matter how small. Real love is not jealous. It's proud and supportive. It says, "I'm happy for you," and "I'm with you no matter what." Sometimes, love means pushing someone to be their best. It means having honest conversations that help them grow. It means reminding them of their worth when they forget it. When both people do this for each other, they rise higher together. Love is faithfulness. To love someone means to stay true to them, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. It means your heart is focused on them, even when others might come along. Faithfulness shows that you respect the bond you share, but faithfulness also means being present. It's not just about staying in a relationship. It's about being there, sharing your time and your life, and not taking the other person for granted. A faithful heart is a steady heart, one that chooses love every day, in big ways and small. Love is hopeful. Love gives hope. When you love someone, you imagine a future with them. You make plans together. You dream together. Even when life is uncertain, love gives you something to hold on to. In hard times, love says, "We'll get through this together." It believes that better days are ahead. It gives strength to keep going. A relationship built on love is a source of comfort, courage, and hope. Love includes sacrifice. Real love sometimes means putting someone else's needs above your own. Not always, and not in unhealthy ways, but love does include a willingness to sacrifice. That might mean giving up your free time to help your partner with something important. It might mean moving to a new city so you can be together. It might even mean being strong for them when they are weak. Sacrifice in love is not about losing yourself. It's about sharing your strength when the other person needs it. It's about choosing their well-being because their happiness brings you happiness too. And when both people in a relationship are willing to make sacrifices for each other, love becomes balanced, deep, and unbreakable. Love is a daily effort. Loving someone is not just a one-time decision. It's a decision you make every single day. Every day you wake up and choose to show love through your words, actions, attitude, and choices. Some days it feels effortless, like everything is going right and love flows naturally. But other days, it takes patience and commitment. You may be tired, frustrated, or going through a difficult time, but even then, love means trying to understand, to forgive, to stay present. Daily love is not always about grand gestures. Most often, it shows up in the small things: preparing a meal, checking in with a message, giving someone your full attention, or holding their hand in silence. These everyday actions build trust and emotional closeness. They remind the other person, "You matter to me. I'm here for you." Love is a safe place. When you love someone, you become their emotional home. A safe place where they can be themselves without judgment. Life outside can be hard, full of criticism, stress, and rejection. But love creates a space where someone feels seen, heard, and accepted. They don't have to wear a mask or pretend to be perfect. They can laugh loudly, cry deeply, share their fears, or speak their truth without fear of being abandoned. This kind of emotional safety strengthens a relationship. It encourages honesty and vulnerability. And when someone feels emotionally safe with you, they are more likely to open their heart, deepen the bond, and give love back in return. Love teaches you about yourself. Loving someone deeply often reveals who you truly are. It brings out your best, your kindness, your courage, your ability to give. But it also shows your weaknesses, your impatience, fears, or jealousy. Love becomes a mirror. It shows you the areas where you need to grow. And if you're willing to learn, love can help you become a better person. You become more forgiving, more understanding, and more mature. Loving someone is not just about changing them. It's also about changing yourself. Not to become someone else, but to become the version of yourself who can love deeply and well. Love is a gift. Finally, it's important to remember that love is a gift. Not something to be demanded or forced, but something to be cherished. If someone loves you, they are offering their heart, their trust, and their time. That's a precious thing. And when you love someone, you are doing the same. Love should never be taken for granted. It should be appreciated every day. Say thank you. Say, I love you. Hug longer, listen better, laugh more. Celebrate the fact that you have someone to love and be loved by, because not everyone does. When you treat love as the treasure it is, it will grow, blossom, and bless your life in countless ways. Final thoughts. To love someone is to open your heart and let another person in. It's one of the bravest and most beautiful things you can do. Love is not always easy, but it is always worth it. It teaches you patience, kindness, understanding, and courage. It shows you how strong your heart can be and how much joy life can offer when you share it with someone who matters. So when you love someone, love them deeply, truly, and sincerely. Love them not just for what they give you, but for who they are. Be their partner, their friend, their support, and their biggest fan. That is what it truly means to love someone.